everyone, and thanks for tuning in to another Reg Change update. It's been a while since we've done a reg video for you. We try to keep these videos relevant to your specific products. But if there's a particular topic which you would like addressed, please feel free to reach out to your client manager for a discussion. But today we wanted to discuss the new thin capitalisation rules contained in Treasury Law's amendment, Making Multinationals Pay Their Fair Share, Integrity and Transparency Act 2024. Quite a mouthful. These may have a substantial impact on investment funds that are significantly geared. The new rules apply for income years commencing on or after 1 July 2023, while the new debt deduction creation rules apply for income years commencing on or after 1 July 2024. The new thin cap rules introduce the concept of a general class investor, which in most instances combines the concept of outward investing entity, inward investing entity, and inward investor. The new rules for general class investors will replace the safe harbour test, 60% of the average value of assets, with a new fixed ratio test, which is an earnings-based test, where an entity's debt-related deductions will be limited to 30% of tax EBITDA, which is the default method. Replace the arm's length debt test with a third-party debt test, which allows debt deductions for qualifying external third-party debt, but disallows all other debt deductions. And it will also replace the worldwide gearing test with the group ratio test, which allows an entity in a group to claim debt deductions up to the same proportion of tax EBITDA as the proportion of the worldwide group's net third-party interest expense as a share of earnings on election by taxpayers. There are exclusions. Existing exemptions from the thin capitalisation rules will broadly be retained, including the de minimis exemption for entities with associate inclusive debt deductions below Australian dollars 2 million. Authorised deposit-taking institutions and financial entities will not be subject to these new rules, but financial entities will be subject to the new third-party debt test instead of the arm's length debt test. There have also been changes to the definition of financial entity to include requirements for the entity to be carrying on a business of providing finance. The financial entity must also derive all or substantially all of its profits from that business. This change will restrict the number of entities that will be treated as financial entities. The new rules will not apply to Australian plantation forestry entities, which are entities that solely or predominantly carry on a business of establishing and tending trees for felling in Australia. This means the thin capitalisation rules in Division 820 are in force immediately before the commencement of the amendments in the bill continue to apply to these entities. Because this is such a complicated area, and because we are not tax experts, we would recommend your own independent tax review based on your individual circumstances. In the meantime, we are attaching a tax alert which we have received from EY on Australian thin capitalisation changes and new subsidiary disclosure rules from December 2023. We're aware that the paper is now 6 months old, and we are aware it's 8 pages of small print, but we believe this is a good explainer for you and outlines the technical details of the changes, and so have attached a copy of the alert to this update. EY have confirmed that there were only really immaterial changes to the final changes from when the alert was published and the new rules commencing. Enjoy, everyone.